We don't do Nike Tech. We don't do coffee. It's straight quarter zips and matches around here. He was talking about putting on a Nike Tech to come outside. I told him, what are you doing? You upgraded in life. You wear glasses now. You wear quarter zips. Now, you don't do Nike Tech. You don't do those. Talk to him.
Yo.
Talk to us.
Yesterday I was in the hood. Today I'm wearing this sweater. I'm in Blank Street, gang. Change your life, gang. Put the tech down.
Tech down. Quarter zips up. You heard? Quarter zips and stop. Come on, talk to us.
Amen, bro. We out.
Jesus loves you. We love you. God bless us. Y'all day.
With all this talk of quarter zips and cardigans and peacoats, if you're going to wear one, you also must act the part. So welcome to Young Gentleman University, the series where I'll be going over some tips and tricks to be a true young gentleman. Coming from someone raised on the young gentleman path, I like to think I'm not new to this, but true to this. In today's lesson, we'll be going over some of the key behaviors of a young gentleman. Number 1, a young gentleman always sends a thank you note to show their appreciation. Even better if you can have your own custom stationery. Mine says from the desk of Christopher Maddox. Number 2, a young gentleman always finds themselves reading a book. Reading helps you improve your vocabulary, and it also helps you learn more about the world and life. If you're new to reading, I would suggest trying the 5-page rule, which means try to read 5 pages of a book once a day. 5 pages you can knock out in 5 minutes, and you'd be surprised by how many books you can get through when you do that. Now, this one is one that I'm still working on, but is quite difficult, but admitting when you're wrong is a key skill of showing maturity and confidence as a young adult. This next one is an easy way to get some points. It's giving up your seat to someone who needs it more, whether it's someone who's pregnant, someone who's older or injured, or if you want to be chivalrous, giving up your seat for a woman on a train or something like that. That goes a long way, and it shows that you're really being considerate of those in need. Another one, a young gentleman is always a man of his word. When you commit to do something or you say that you're going to do something, you need to show up. And showing up also means showing up for yourself. If you say you're going to achieve this goal, you need to stay committed to that goal. My dad always says, "Let your actions speak so loud that I can hardly hear your words." And that quote always sticks with me because you can say a lot of things, but if you're not showing up and proving that you can execute on what you say, then your word means nothing. And our last one for today, a young gentleman is always generous with the people that they care about. So next time you're gonna go grab matchas with your buddies, pay for one of them. It takes $5, but it'll go a long way in saying that you care about the people that you're with. And if they're true young gentlemen, they'll get you the next time.
So it's funny that I'm making this video in this sweatshirt because this is something that is a positive occurrence. The fact that you have these young men, young black men, ditching sweatshirts and ditching hoodies and ditching their Nike Tech, as they say, for quarter zips. And some are even now wearing suits and things like that. That is refreshing. Because what that symbolizes, it symbolizes that these young men have goals and aspirations, and they want to project an image of who they really are. You know, this is what respectability politics used to look like. Instead of walking around with your pants sagging, hanging off your butt, instead of your hair unkempt, instead of wearing clothes that look like you just pulled it out of the dirty clothes hamper, instead of walking around acting a fool, instead of wearing things that don't match, wearing stuff with holes in your pants, wearing stuff that does not even come close to demonstrating that you are a professional, demonstrating that you have some self-respect, some self-worth. These young black men have taken upon themselves to demonstrate what is on the inside of them by changing their attire. And I'm all here for it. As a matter of fact, my son was talking about this today. And, you know, I heard it in passing because I had heard of this quarter zip movement maybe like a week or two ago. But then when he mentioned that he wanted to get his quarter zip, then I realized how much of an impact this is having on young people. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that young people are being influenced in a positive way by people that are doing positive things. Not by Nick Fuentes, not by Andrew Tate, not by that crew, but by folks that actually want to demonstrate positive reinforcement in what they wear. Because there's so much that goes, when you wear something that looks good, that looks clean, that looks sharp, you feel different about yourself. That's how black people used to dress coming up. I mean, you have this picture of these 5 boys dressed up, sitting on this car, this iconic picture of how the young men used to dress. Because during those times, the black community had a sense of style, but also had a sense of togetherness. And they wanted to demonstrate that togetherness by how they look, how they presented themselves. I remember hearing plenty of stories how people said, don't go out looking like that. You never know who you might run into. That's the mentality that used to be in the community, but has been driven out by socialism, Marxism, communism, by devotion to the Democratic Party, by modernism, by the breakdown of the family. All those things have contributed to what we're seeing. Hip hop culture, all those things have contributed to what we're seeing today. So it is so refreshing to see these young men pushing this quarter zip movement.
We don't do Nike Tech. We don't do coffee. There's straight quarter zips and matchas around here.
Straight quarter zips and matchas. A new fashion movement is sweeping social media, and it's all about trading sweatpants for sweaters. We're talking about young men across the country opting for quarter zip sweaters like your dad has. It started with one viral TikTok video, which now has over 23 million views. So are we witnessing Gen Z growing up? Are they finally growing up? Well, joining us now to talk about are the two young men behind this quarter zip revolution. We have Jason Jeffrey, whose TikTok started it all, and Richard Miner, who's in the video. Thank you guys so much for being here. I like that you guys look right. You got the quarter zip. You have to. When you posted this video, when you sat there and you did the selfie and you posted, did you think it would blow up like this?
I just want to preface this by saying every video I post, I believe is going to do well. If you don't have that type of self-confidence in life, you're doing it the wrong way. Simple.
Look at that. I didn't even think about that. What was it behind your decision to say, let's embrace the quarter zip?
You want to take that?
All right, so, he's already been putting in the work for months, but we was just having a conversation. It was Halloween around the time. I had a Halloween costume that had the quarter zip on.
Yeah.
My mom forced me to wear it. But it fit good. I called him. I was like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie.
You're like, this feels good.
Wait, this is look.
Yeah.
And he had an interview about the same day, and he was like, yo, bro, you're not lying. He called me later today. He was like, yeah, you're
I like that you guys had the
made the
matchas
video.
too. Hold on, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. So we got to do this.
Is that a matcha?
So these are matchas here. One for you, one for you. I've never had a matcha before. I've never had a matcha here. Please take this. I never had a matcha. So tell me about this. What's it like seeing the collaborations now? We saw Tommy Hilfiger, T-Pain talking about. What's it like with these people talking about they want to collaborate and do things with you guys?
It's honestly a beautiful feeling. Truthfully, these are people that I've watched growing up, people I've admired, people whose work I just really truly admire. So to see that like they've either seen my face, laughed in one of my videos, it just puts that self-confidence in myself, knowing that like I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing what God
But why
told
the
me
matcha?
to do.
Why the matcha?
Why the matcha? Shout out Kyle the matcha guy. I say it before I say it again. He the reason it's on the map. And that being said, when you watch the original video, I said I might even get a matcha because I'm feeling a little performative.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of how my humor is.
See, he's on college campus. The girls are there. He's walking.
I'm drinking a matcha.
They're
Stop
drinking a
playing.
matcha. Look, I'm mature now. I'm mature.
But,
so
talk to me.
So let me. The Nike Tech. Are you guys completely done with it, or is it special occasions we'll bring it back?
It's definitely special occasions.
Special occasions. I feel like you can't retire.
You can't retire sweatsuit. You can never retire sweatsuit. No.
Yeah, that's home.
That's home. There's that comfortability in wearing it. You know. Let me ask you this: of all the people who have reached out, retweeted, what's the one that has been like, oh, they saw this, or kind of surprised you? Has there been anyone?
I'll tell you what I'm waiting for.
Okay, let's hear it.
The New York Knicks.
The Knicks.
That's who I'm waiting for. Truthfully.
Say it again.
Hey, Brunson Hart. Brunson Hart.
Where is the quarter zip? That's all I'm asking.
That's
Where
a good
is the quarter
idea.
zip?
You know, in the pregame, y'all should walk with them.
with
the quarter zips and matcha on the way.
We'll do it at the finals. We'll do it at the finals.
Do it at the finals.
We'll
I
do
think
it
they're
at the
gonna make
finals.
it. Guys, thank you so much. What's the TikToks real quick?
Who is that? Jason on TikTok and Instagram?
For me, it's My Rich Dreams on Instagram and it's Rich the Fifth on TikTok.
You heard it right there. Guys, am I Gen Z now?
A fashion movement is sweeping social media, and it's all about trading sweatshirts for a certain kind of sweater. It started with one viral TikTok video that now has more than 23 million views. Eyewitness News reporter Lauren Glassberg introduces us to the young mind behind the quarter zip lifestyle.
To some, it is just a sweater, but to others, the quarter zip pullover is a movement, thanks to Jason Gemfy of the Bronx.
And another thing, I'm a quarter zip dude now.
Jason graduated from Allegheny College with a degree in computer science, and when he started interviewing for jobs, he knew it was time to upgrade his look.
When you look good, you feel good, you do good.
He posted about his job-seeking attire to his already strong following of thousands, and suddenly the quarter zip was a thing.
Life like this sure is sweet, huh?
People are stopping Jason on the street.
We can't go anywhere anymore. Like, we stepped outside. There was a kid with his dad stopped us mid-video. We was shooting content, stopped us mid-video to say, oh, that's the quarter zip guy, that's the quarter zip guy.
It's true, Jason and his look are everywhere.
I like that you guys look right.
And it isn't just young men who are ditching the Nike tech and hoodies. So are teens and tweens like my 12-year-old.
The other day he said, hey, Mom, can you get me a quarter zip? I had no idea what he was talking about. And now I know. And guess what came yesterday?
A quarter zip?
A quarter zip. You are up in my 12-year-old's game.
Hey, tell me.
I really appreciate it.
So a personal thanks from this mom.
The movement is elevation at the end of the day, making sure that when you leave your house, you're like the best version of yourself, point blank, period.
And really, Jason says, it's not about the clothes.
The man makes the clothes, clothes doesn't make the man. Just gotta say that.
Words to live by.
This new quarter zip trend in the black community is absolutely chef's kiss. Mwah. I love it. If you guys have been on TikTok at all recently, you guys have probably seen the revolution of the quarter zip in the black community. They're going from YNs to YGs. I know the CIA is punching in the air, just mad about this trend. For once, we are getting a W in the community. And I do like that it's evolving quickly. They're going from quarter zips and matcha, and now I've already seen full suits and black coffee. I love this. But you know what I really like about this, guys? It's going towards black dandyism. It's going to hit. These younger guys are going to eventually find out about black dandyism, and it's going to be game over.
And you know what? It is good to see. It's good to see these young men in a positive light. That is the bulk of young black men. Not the stereotypical ones that you see being portrayed on social media, especially on X, acting a fool, acting crazy. That's not representative of young black men. This is. And I'm so happy to see it. Very, very happy to see it. And not just young black men, but all young men are stepping up their game. I'm so pleased to see that. Because what this does, this gets you out of a victim mindset. And you don't see yourself as a victim anymore. Because we are not victims. We are empowered for greatness.